In the news this week, Justine Greening pledges to push the LGBT agenda in schools, a top paediatrician warns of the harms to children being caused by transsexual medical treatments, and a ProLife group calls for equal access to the best palliative care. Hello. The Education Secretary Justine Greening has said she will continue to champion the LGBT agenda for as long as she is in office. Her comments come as campaigners push secondary schools across England to affirm LGBT lifestyles and teach kids about homosexual practice. Miss Greening wrote of her desire to tackle what she called homophobic, biphobic and transphobic bullying in schools, and also highlighted the £3 million of taxpayer money allocated by ministers for pro-LGBT initiatives. Days later, Ruth Hunt, the chief executive for homosexual lobby group Stonewall, called for government guidance pushing LGBT issues and same-sex relationships in the forthcoming relationships and sex education subject. Abortion is merely a form of birth control, according to the head of the abortion giant British Pregnancy Advisory Service. Anne Fioretti said, "Family planning is contraception and abortion. Abortion is birth control that women need when the regular method lets them down." Her comments have been slammed as deplorable by psychologist and author Dr. Michael Scott, who said, "When it comes to bad taste, this is unsurpassed." And Mark Bagwandin of ProLife charity Life also spoke out against the comments.
If you classify abortion as birth control with easy access, that means more money for BPAS and other abortion providers. The idea, however, that you could see the termination of unborn children as just another form of birth control, like contraception, I think is disturbing, it's abhorrent, and it's morally repugnant.
In the 50 years since the Abortion Act was passed, there have been nearly 9 million abortions in Great Britain. The harms being caused by transsexual medical treatments are nothing less than institutionalised child abuse, a top paediatrician has said. Dr. Michelle Crotella, the president of the American College of Pediatricians, says the transition-affirming approach to treating children with gender dysphoria is both unscientific and unsafe. Dr. Crotella, who has more than 20 years of experience as a paediatrician and researcher, said the current approach needs to change.
Science does not support the transition protocol as safe, not at all. The use of puberty blockers in biologically normal children has not been studied and proven safe, yet this is what doctors and therapists are telling parents. They're telling parents, you must embrace your child's gender confusion and put them on blockers and put them on cross-sex hormones, or else you're bad parents. My plea is to the silent majority of physicians and therapists to rise up and demand a return to putting children's health first and demand that true science be pursued for the benefit of all of our children's health.
And finally, a pro-life group has hit out at new calls for assisted suicide to become legal in the UK, saying everybody needs access to the best palliative care. Karen O'Killing spoke out after the widow of a man who travelled to Dignitas released a video diary about her late husband's experience. Its spokesman Alistair Thompson told the BBC the law must stay the same.
It's a very dangerous Rubicon to cross if we start saying that the state should be ending people's lives either because of financial pressures or because they feel that their life has been fully lived. What we've seen in places like Belgium and Holland is a law that was introduced to help terminally ill people end their lives who are mentally competent with 6 months to live be extended incrementally to include both disabled people and, more chillingly, non-mentally competent children.
He also said, "We have the best doctors in the world, we have a great care system, but it doesn't always reach everybody. What we should be doing is making sure that everybody has access to the best possible care." Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.